I was gonna share. At first, I was gonna share this random TikTok I saw of forbidden NBA nicknames, and I was just like, okay, like I was hearing shit like, oh, okay, Jonathan Kuminga, Tyrese Halliburton. I even saw SGA's on there. Like I didn't know he had one.
But I don't know what his is.
Do I want to know before you tell me? It just feels like the same as like Tyrese. It was like Shices, and I was just like, who was calling him that? And then it got the PJ Washington, and that's why I lost. And I was like, I can't do it. His actual nickname was supposed to be Captain Corner, which I don't remember nobody calling that nigga Captain Corner.
I'm not gonna lie, I think I've seen that before. I'm not even kidding.
Really? I have never seen it. But this man's forbidden name is Pussy Juice Washington Jr. That's when I had to cut it. That's when I had to cut that shit. Because who was calling that nigga that? Who's calling that nigga that?
Is this how we're starting?
Unfortunately, this is. It's early in the morning, man. I had to wake it up real quick. Nah, man. I would genuinely crash out if niggas was really calling me that. Cause boy, what the fuck hell we got going on? Man, welcome back to another episode of the Play for Keys podcast. The only podcast where we do something different every single day, not an hour. Not an episode. It's a daily thing. All this shit, up, down. Really, it's up, down. There ain't no left, right. You know the drill?
Yeah.
Donate.
Donations.
Did it stop? Or is it still going? Oh.
Here comes the money.
Why?
Here we go. Money talk.
Here comes the money. My goodness. You know who never fails me though?
All I hear is since that check came in, I love you when
wait, that nigga just fun.
My cat to see. I love you when you throw for me. My cat to see. Since that check.
Make sure y'all donate, man. We appreciate y'all. Breaking news: we will have a YouTube exclusive this upcoming week, the week of the 17th.
Yeah.
It's going. We got some bangers for you. Don't even worry about it. Don't even fret. For those who know, we'll do a drop. I'll preview it probably throughout the week, and I'll probably drop it that Thursday or Friday or whatever. Y'all just be on the lookout. YouTube, y'all Spotify niggas, we appreciate y'all. Drop over to that YouTube next week.
For music,
right back.
Or Apple Podcast, thank you, but go to YouTube.
We salute to you.
Does Tyler have a podcast thing?
If they do, we not on it.
Fair.
I don't think I've ever submitted nothing to Tidal.
Do people use Tidal still? Remember that was a thing.
I remember that they were trying to support Jay-Z. Then he cheated. You know.
I thought that was after he cheated. I still can't believe he did that. Some days I think about that because I don't know why, but I just think I'm like, why would he do that?
I think that was the closest. I think that was my closest to ever speaking misandry. When Jay-Z cheated, that was the closest I ever got to misandry. I'm not even gonna lie to you, because that was insane. I was like, if Beyonce can get cheated on, hey, anybody, hey, it's no holds barred.
Yeah, I don't even. Did they ever find out who the girl was? Wasn't she white? Which is crazy.
Oh, I thought that's what Becky with the good hair meant.
Oh,
I just assumed.
That's so. She on Beyonce with a white
woman.
That's poor decision.
That's why that nigga dropped 440.
I get it. Like that's poor decision. Like I'd have to drop an album after that.
That nigga said, "Hey, that nigga's raps was insane. I apologize." All right, nigga.
Yeah, too.
Nobody wins when the family feuds. Nigga, you caused it. It's your fault, bitch ass nigga. Ain't nobody tell you to do that shit. Good raps though. Good bars. Good bars. Generational bars. Doing that shit at 40 plus. Salute. But with that being said, go ahead and get in on Mark Tomlin bag. He don't care. Look, man, LeBron trolling his second decision. I can't speak for Jax because I don't know how he felt at the time. But when that nigga dropped that shit, none of that shit moved me. I'm like, because in my mind, I've always believed. Well, before I even go into that, basically he had a second decision. He previewed the second decision, making it seem like this might be him announcing his retirement. Whole time he was advertising Hennessy. I think he's been paired up with Hennessy for maybe 2 years now. I remember he did some Hennessy shit like last year or two or some shit. Like we had like a LeBron, like there was like a LeBron flavored Hennessy. That sounds crazy. LeBron flavored. Listen, a LeBron edition. That LeBron flavored is crazy.
You're insane.
But yeah, I mean, I'm always been of the mindset that LeBron was never gonna let nobody know when he was gonna retire, and he was just gonna retire. Like
Yeah, I think
he
so,
doesn't
too.
seem like that. We've been on the same page about that. So when he finally did that second decision, it just felt too performative for me to be like, oh, like he's doing this. Like radars would have gone off like if he was sitting next to Woj or something. He was sitting next to Woj. I'm like, oh shit, this nigga might drop an exclusive. But some random nigga I don't know, he wearing that same pattern of shirt. No.
Like all the jokes are funny, but like I knew he wasn't retiring. But like regardless, the CIA won. We got our biggest athletes, our biggest black athletes and superstars promoting Hennessy. The CIA won. They're up 582-0.
Bro, they've been on autopilot for quite a long time.
Yeah,
In some aspects. No, some things they really driving home. But some of this stuff, we just playing zone. They playing zone. They playing 2-3 zone.
ever since Fred Hampton, they just been chilling. Honestly,
I don't remember the last time the CIA went on a fast break. I don't remember. I don't remember them really just taking over a game. We just loosey goosey with the ball, bro. We dribbling it off our feet,
and we still can't stop them.
They stopped scoring. We just can't put up points. It's a bad offense, nigga. It's bad, man. It's bad.
We do not care.
That being said, I do think this might be LeBron's last year. He just won't let us know. Yeah. And I hope he doesn't let us know.
Very true.
Because the way the ticket prices jumped when that commercial dropped, I was like, please, Bron, man, don't you ever announce no shit like this.
Like I already seen LeBron once last season, so I'm fine.
Shit. After seeing Kevin Durant on my TV, I'm ready to buy my tickets today.
Those tickets will be bought. Those tickets will be bought.
I will be buying the fucking ticket. That nigga went 0 for 3 and ended the game 7 for 10. Yeah. That nigga just fine.
We do not care.
We do not care about Jerry Jones. He got fined $250,000, pennies to that man's dollar, for flicking off fans at MetLife Stadium. First of all, if you ever met a New Yorker, valid. It's a valid response. I'm not necessarily a Jerry Jones defender, but hashtag me too. I get it.
Personally,
I really do.
I think they should have took the team from him. That was an egregious offense. They should just took the team.
You right. My fault. My fault. My head's not in the game. You right. Banish this nigga. Gulag this nigga, please. Get him out of here. But this is a non-story. It's the same thing we talk about with what you call it? That Clippers nigga.
Ballmer?
Yeah, Steve Ballmer money. Find him. That's not gonna stop. You want that action to stop? Suspend him. I think that's what they need to do. They need to suspend Jerry. Suspend him for a season.
I think if he suspended, he'd actually die. I'm just saying. I just put that on the air. Just saying. I don't think his soul could take it.
Whew. Hey man, look. I ain't say it.
We do not care.
I ain't saying it all, but I know. Anyway, speaking of death, Sister Jean, rest in peace, just passed away last night at 106 years old. Shout out to Loyola Chicago for giving us some good memories for March Madness. Don't know much about Sister Jean outside of her being at these games. You know, I normally don't put praise on white women because once you get to a certain age, I just assume that you're a racist. You know, I just assume anybody born in the 1920s or she was born in 1919. I just assume you're a racist. Even if it's unintentional, like I feel like there's just some unintentional undertones of racism. Oh,
it's inherent bias. It'd be like that.
It just be like that, unfortunately. And you know, it helps that you were in the Midwest. You know, it's not like you was deep in the South. I mean, if you was in Mississippi, I'd be like, it don't matter what you tell me.
Don't they say Chicago just Mississippi with a coat?
I mean, look, I respect that movie too, but it helps. I think it does help. Understanding that she was a senior citizen back in like 1970 is crazy. Um, that's a long life. So rest in peace unless she did some fuck shit. Rest in peace, her.
We do not care.
Very lightly. Next, Giannis trade rumors. Apparently this nigga was almost at a New York Giant, New York Knick. They've had phone conversations over the summer. Well, not them, but I guess they had phone conversations over the summers that went nowhere. Apparently, Giannis has moved his wife and children to Greece. They are not in Milwaukee anymore. They live in Greece at this current moment.
I feel like that's crazy.
That is a. I'm not trying to say it's a culture shock because I'm sure that they've been there before. Like Giannis has been around, put them around there. To permanently be in another country.
Like, where's his wife from?
I don't know, but she went to Rice University and played volleyball there. So yeah, they met in Houston. I know that for sure, but I don't know where she's from.
I guess.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know how that happened.
She's from California.
Okay.
She's 5'10". Them kids finna be giants.
I'm saying, jeez, they got multiple. So
not enough.
We don't care because we don't know. Yeah, I don't. We don't know. We don't necessarily know how it's going to pan out. By all means, it definitely does look like the Milwaukee Bucks are cooked. They don't have shit. They don't have draft picks. They just got rid of Dame, and didn't really get equal value back from that.
They're just being nice.
They got Miles Turner. Maybe that work. Yeah, it's not going to work. Not going to work. But the East is wide open. Allegedly, with Boston not really being in the picture.
We'll get to Boston later. We'll get to Boston later.
And the New York Knicks are what they are. And unless you believe in the Orlando Magic, it's supposed to be fair game. It's supposed to be New York Knicks again. And no Tyrese Halliburton. So who knows? But that being said,
we do not care.
Doesn't matter because it's coming out the West anyway. Does not matter to me. And lastly, as we do not care.
We do not care.
Eric Spoelstra, saving us by being the new Olympic head coach for Team USA, getting Steve Kerr up out of there. I think niggas really saw the lack of DMPs they gave Jason Tatum and said, we can't keep doing this.
They saw like, Steve Kerr really not that good of a coach.
They saw how they handled Jonathan Kuminga and was like, yeah, it's a bad look. Because because never in my life did I think, oh my God, Steve Kerr would be fired as a Warriors head coach, or he'd step down as a head coach for the Warriors. But the way that nigga been mismanaging his lineups, hey man, it's a scary sight to see sometimes. I'm like, damn, nigga, like we can't make better lineups than what we got going on here.
He's a Steph Curry merchant, bro. Once Steph is gone, Steve Kerr's gone. And I respect it.
Yeah, so there was another head coach that was supposed to do the same thing. In the game of football. We'll bring him up soon, for sure. He's looking more and more like a merchant by the day. But let's focus on Eric Spoelstra. I think it's a good hire. Somebody had to do it outside of Coach K. So I don't have anything else to say about that. Let's go ahead and get into the real meat and potatoes. Real meat and potatoes. Mark Sanchez got stabbed, and it was his fault. Jax, take it away with the more information because I don't have the deep details like you do.
When I seen that Mark Sanchez when I got that notification, I was like, dang, that's crazy. And then the more and more I learned about it, I was like, dang, that's funny.
That nigga crazy.
Because first I got the notification that he got stabbed. And then I got the notification that he got stabbed and arrested to the hospital. At the hospital, I was just like, dang, he was in the hospital.
That's fucking crazy.
But Mark Sanchez, this happened in Indianapolis. He was there to cover the Colts game. I don't know or whatever who they played, but he wasn't there because the night before. I believe this is like
it doesn't matter.
This is like the Saturday before or Friday before or whatever. He was at like a bar or something. He got really drunk, or maybe he's on some other substances. Nobody knows, but he got super intoxicated, and he was outside of a bar outside of a hotel doing wind sprints in an alley. Yes, wind sprints in an alley. Working up a sweat, maybe trying to sweat off the alcohol. I don't know, but an old man came by. He worked as I forget the official job title, but he was there to dispose like the grease, like the commercial grease used at the restaurant, at the hotel restaurant and everything. So he went So he went over with his truck. He parked his truck. He went over to get the grease and everything, and like dispose of it, doing his job because that's what he does. He's an old 69-year-old man, and Mark Sanchez saw him, had like parked his car there. Saw him when he parked the truck, and he was like, "Hey, this is Mark Sanchez." He said, "Hey, you can't park there." The old man was like, "What are you talking about? This is my job." And they sort of went back and forth for a little bit. And then the old man, he tried to leave. Mark Sanchez like hopped in the dude's truck, and he was like, "What are you doing?" Yeah, exactly. Because Mark Sanchez, he was also arrested for breaking into the guy's truck because he hopped in the guy's truck. Exactly.
What the fuck?
I don't know what he was on. He hopped in the dude's truck, and then the guy was like, "Hey, you got to get out," and blah. Went back and forth again, and then it got physical. They were pushing each other. Mind you, Mark Sanchez is around 40-something years old, NFL player. He's doing this to a 69-year-old man. But anyway, they were pushing each other back and forth. The old man, he's obviously afraid for his life because he's old. He pulled out some pepper spray. Bah, hit Mark Sanchez. It works for a little bit. He tried to escape. Then Mark Sanchez, in his drunken stupor or strength or whatever, shakes off the pepper spray and starts charging the dude and starts beating him up. So the guy said, "Man, I got to do what I got to do." He had his knife on him, sliced Mark Sanchez up, and managed to escape, basically. Or not really, actually, because Mark Sanchez ended up still, like, beating his ass.
Fuck.
Yeah, he didn't really escape. Now that I think about it, because they have, like, surveillance footage of Mark Sanchez, like, walking away from the altercation with, like, stab wounds in his chest. He eventually, I think Mark Sanchez, like, passed out somewhere, and, like, that's when he got picked up by, like, the ambulance and everything. But, oh, man, 69 years old, so, he got his ass whooped. He got, like, big cut on his face. I seen the picture. It's just all bad. And first, for some reason, it was classified as a misdemeanor at first, but now they upgraded it to a felony, which they should have.
Yes.
All the violence he did to that man.
What the fuck is this?
But yeah, this is Mark Sanchez. Might have lost his job, or not even might have lost his job, lost his everything because he got too drunk.
Bro, two things when looking at these pictures. One, if that man was 10 years younger, Mark Sanchez would have been dead. He would have fucking died if that man was at least just 10 years younger.
Why you say that?
That big. I'm talking about the old man.
No, why you say that?
If he had a little bit more strength during them slices, he might have caught a real artery and he would have been dead. Because you telling me pepper spray, then a knife? Now inverse. If Mark Sanchez was at least 10 years younger, this old man would have been dead. And this nigga would be facing life in prison over some fuck shit. Like, this is crazy. Y'all just happen to be just the right age for both of y'all to walk away still alive.
Mark Sanchez is only 38. I thought he was older than that. Yeah, 28-year-old Mark Sanchez might have killed him.
28-year-old Mark Sanchez would have pecked that nigga up. Cause that's peak Mark. 28.
I was still in the league, right? 10 years ago, yeah. Granted, he was a backup, but he was still there.
Oh yeah, that's him lifting supreme weights. Nigga, hell no. And how old was the man? How old was the old man? He was like
69.
59?
69.
No, I'm saying, but 10 years early, 59? He could have caught that nigga in the neck.
This whole thing,
and it would have been this is stupid.
I've been drunk
This is
before.
stupid.
Obviously not to the level of this, but like he had to be on something that's more than alcohol, bro. I don't know what it was. He got a bad batch of something because what I don't even want to blame CTE on this one. I refuse to blame CTE on this one. Like he was some other drugs started the whole thing in the first place. Like I don't even. How much time in prison is he looking at? I want to see that too.
They're saying something stupid. There was like at least up to 6 years. I'm like, that's fucking light. But after experiencing this Diddy trial, nothing surprising.
I mean, Diddy got off light because they tried to sentence him for too much, and then like I already gave him the maximum if I was a judge in the Diddy thing. That's a different story.
Absolutely.
Okay, now
they're saying up to 6 years.
He could face 16 years in prison.
Oh, 16. I hope he gets the full. I hope he gets the full amount. I hope he gets the full amount. Or at least 10. Because, nigga, in any other situation, you could have killed this nigga, and we talking about life. Be grateful for 16. You're 38. You get out when you're in your 50s. Win-win. Win-win. You got enough money. Nobody
like this picture, like does it like I pulled this one up because it's not as graphic as like everything else, but like the old man got like he's disfigured for like he got like a giant scar on his face. Like I don't know what I think Mark Sanchez might have stabbed him too. Like took the knife and stabbed because he got like a giant scar going on the side of his face. But like
that could just be the power of his fist. I don't know.
That too.
This nigga Omni-Man or some shit, nigga. This is fucking.
I don't know. Mark Sanchez. I don't know. This whole situation is crazy. That's all I got to say about this. That's
bro. How do you beat up a old old man
trying to do his job? You think you think that old man want to do that? Be a grease collector? He's 69.
You know what that shit felt like? That shit felt like when we were talking about, and this was more in a joking manner at the time, but when that Bishop Sycamore nigga used to whoop homeless niggas. Like, I'm like, what? Oh, shit. But, like, that's crazy as fuck, bro. That's crazy as hell. No, we don't support that. But, like, what possesses you to do some shit like this?
The devil possessed him. I hope the old man does well. I hope he's okay.
I'm surprised the nigga survived this.
But I think he's suing Mark Sanchez, so, I mean, maybe he'll probably get his retirement finally.
He should. You sue him for some shit, like $40 million. Like I need some Shannon Sharp money, nigga. You see my fucking face?
Cause let me see, Mark Sanchez. I mean, he was working at Fox, so he got money from that. But his career earnings were $74 million, which I mean it was back. He played like 10 years ago, so that's good money for 10 years ago.
Bro, he should not be working that job ever again.
Yeah, no.
After the lawsuit he's about to put on this nigga.
And I don't think
should be good
that job ever again. I think he's probably set now.
He is good.
Yeah.
I'm just glad that he's alive to see what he's about to receive, nigga. Shout out to him.
Yeah. But in another Census Act of violence, I shouldn't laugh because it's not that funny. And it's also not that sensitive act of violence, but Jonathan Gannon, head coach of the Arizona Cardinals, was fined $100,000 for hitting one of his players on the sideline. This happened after he hit Amari DeMarcado, one of the one of the Cardinals running backs. I don't know why the name escaped me, but this is after DeMarcado. They ended up losing this game against the Titans, giving the Titans their first win, and they lost in part because the running back he broke a 70-yard run. He was about to get to the end zone, and he did what countless others have done and dropped the ball before the end zone, which it feels like
this is so common now. What the fuck?
Yeah, bro. He dropped the ball before the end zone. The head coach got mad, chewed him out, blah blah blah, and then as you can sort of see, he hit him on the shoulder or chest or something like that and walked away. Like I said, he got fined $100,000. He apologized and everything like that. He got fined by the Cardinals, not the NFL, but the Cardinals, the team, fined him $100,000. But there was a lot of I guess uproar about this. How did you feel about this? You think he was in the right, in the wrong?
First of all, when you pulled this shit up, I was looking at the picture of this nigga. I'm like, damn, that's what that nigga look like. I did not know that. Nigga look skinny as hell. Got a Davis Mills archetype. Anyway, that's besides the point. I didn't think nothing of this when it happened in real time. When it happened in real time, I was like, yeah, they could cost the game. I wasn't thinking shit about it. And then I heard the uproar about shit. And this is what I hate. Okay, this is what I hate. Because regardless of what side you on, when it comes to situations like this, niggas start exaggerating everything, bro. Now that he got fined $100,000 and niggas disagree, now all of a sudden it's, you can't. That's a grown man. You can't assault nigga. I was like, assault?
Assault is crazy. But I get where they're coming from.
What the fuck are we talking about, nigga?
I get where they're coming from, though.
Just say, just say what it is. But now you starting to add extra shit, and then y'all do that weird shit where y'all start comparing athletes to a regular 9-to-5 employee. I can't hit my employee. Yeah, you work with women, you dickhead. Stop comparing yourself to fucking athletes, nigga. He hit that nigga in the shoulder pad. I didn't think much of it. Finding him $100,000, cool. After hearing their side of it, I get it. But me personally, I only have an issue if that nigga has an issue with it. If that nigga doesn't have an issue with it, then I'm not fighting. I'm not fighting harder than a nigga that got hit, bro. I'm sorry. I'm not finna just go tooth the neck. That's a grown ass man. Just like y'all tell me he's a grown ass man. He shouldn't get hit. He should be a grown ass man and let me know if he fuck with it or not. And if he don't fuck with it, then your crash out is valid. But if that nigga not, y'all niggas starting to overblow it now. I don't give a fuck no more.
A lot of people have like this. I do get where they're coming from though, because just like when people reverse, they be like, "Oh, imagine if a player hit a coach," and like I get it with that as well, because if a player hit a coach, this would mean national news. They would arrest him on the sideline because niggas is crazy. But like you can't put your hands on people for real. But I'm gonna be honest, I don't think this was that bad. Like, because I saw this like when it happened, and this is actually my first time, like, because I've seen like the replay of it all the time, but I've always been like, where did he hit him? I didn't see it, but like seeing it here, how they zoomed in, I'm like, oh, okay, I guess I can see where he hit him, because before I didn't really see it. But like, there's not that, like, he shouldn't have done that. So the fine was whatever. He's probably, I don't know how much he gets paid, but that $100,000 probably nothing to him for real. But like, I don't
got shoulder pads on. Like, yes, you need to conduct yourself as from a professional standpoint. Yes, coaches need to act like professionals and da 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 da. Like, I understand that. And in the day, that nigga didn't move because he's wearing shoulder pads, nigga. It didn't hurt that nigga. I promise you, whatever that nigga did, it did not inflict pain. He already dejected that he was one of the reasons why they lost that fucking game to begin with. Yeah, nigga, somebody need to be cussing you out. Like, because that was a stupid thing to fucking do.
The cursing out is warranted, but like this, I mean, he's probably gonna get fired this season anyway because the Cardinals perpetually suck. I don't know why they're so bad, but like
that was the worst loss. That was the worst loss.
Try to build your player up a little bit, even though he did. I mean, I wouldn't say he lost in the game because it was a whole, like, there was that they caught a pick and then they fumbled it and then the Titans recovered it in the end zone for a touchdown. It's like that whole game was a goofy game.
Kyler Murray got concussed off of a bad snap from a football that hit his head.
It was a goofy game. So
goofy ass game, undisciplined ass team. Yeah, he's probably going to get fired. That's probably why he's fucking frustrated, because it's just like, yo, we're playing the fucking Titans and we're dogging these niggas and letting them come back.
Yeah.
And he's watching he's watching his team be dickheads. So, like I said, I don't know what exactly he said, but whatever the words he said, it wasn't enough. Because one thing, it doesn't matter what the NFL player is. They're not going to take no disrespect. Like, if he would have said something out of pocket, it don't matter how down bad that nigga is, he gon' snap right back at Gannon. So obviously he didn't say nothing that was crazy to the point where, you know, niggas is looking like, oh, this.
Yeah, I don't think he called him out his name or nothing like that. Cause
yeah, so that's what I'm saying. Like I said, from a professional standpoint, yeah, you're a coach. You can't do shit like athletes do. I remember when it was a Super Bowl and Andy Reid and Travis Kelce got into it. They was bumping chests.
Yeah.
Now, granted, they weren't hitting each other.
Nah, they bumped into each other.
They bumped into each other. You know what I mean? It's just certain things, but you know, sometimes when you're an all-time great head coach, you get away with some shit. Yeah, Gannon, just take the $100K. I think the Cardinals shouldn't have done shit. Like I would let the NFL did that shit, honestly. But I mean,
NFL didn't really. But the fact that NFL didn't find him, like, so I feel like it wasn't that big of a problem. But like, man, end of the day though, who cares? It's the Cardinals. They was going to lose the Cardinals.
They were supposed to win.
Exactly, but they're the Cardinals, so they was going to lose regardless. Larry Fitzgerald and Kurt Warner not walking through that door.
Over.
But
is Buda Baker still there?
Yeah, he's still there. Letting his career go to waste. But, I mean, he made his money. He didn't spend his whole career there. So, like, I can see why he stays there. He's in his Giannis era. He's in his Dame era, minus the injuries.
Yeah. Hate that for him.
But from one dumb head coach to another head coach, let's step into the college world because I think they're trying to get Bill Belichick. Granted, there were reports that they're trying to get Bill Belichick out of there, and then another report came back and like, oh no, UNC and Bill Belichick reaffirmed their commitment to each other and blah blah blah. But like, he had a $1 million buyout. It's getting triggered this year. Let me pull up the tweets from dude. But yeah, per sources, Bill Belichick has discussed the buyout operations with North Carolina. It shows he signaled a willingness to trigger his own $1 million buyout if he can find another landing with the team or in the media. Members of the coaching staff have spoken to other schools that are expected to be in the playoff about taking roles during the postseason. One coach says the Rats are leaving the ship. Some people even believe a change is happening in the next 2 weeks. 2 weeks feels quick, but we move. There's reports also of serious recruiting violations, and sometimes schools use violations to knock down a coach's buyout. That's become like a standard practice, apparently. So if Bill Belichick can't find a landing spot on his own, he's expected to accept a greatly reduced or compromised rates. His communication with the staff the past few weeks has been weird and distant, according to multiple people. And from one UNC defensive assistant, he says, and I quote, "What we've done to these kids is fucked up. Who could have seen this coming?"
The first thing I saw before I saw anything was that apparently there was supposed to be like a Hulu documentary and stuff that was going to go on, and they said that shit abruptly stopped. They're not going through with that.
Pablo Torre will find that footage. He's gonna
go find that fucking footage, nigga. Take a break from Steve Ballmer real quick. Let's lock in on this shit. Let's lock in on, what got the buzz around your name to begin with. And that's that Bill Belichick shit right
That's
here.
Gonna be so
like, oh my God, somebody gonna find, bro, them clips gonna drop. Like, we gonna find, if you can leak Young Thug phone calls from jail, you can find this shit here. And I can't fucking wait. But once I saw that, then I saw a potential buyout. I try my best to make sure that my sources are good when I like say certain things. I can't tell what Centel is and what isn't, but I did see some shit where he was just like, he thought it was gonna be an easier transition, going from the pros to college. He thought it was going to be an easier situation for him. And to that I rebuttal, you thought going to UNC for football was going to be an easy lifestyle for you?
Mind you, he was having a tough time in New England without Tom Brady.
Yeah, I'm trying my best not to call you a fucking Tom Brady merchant, but every day that goes by,
he was losing his fastball
in real time. And I hate to see it. Just not even in my way. I was just like, oh, what you mean a buyout? What you mean you gonna quit? This don't even sound like the Belichick way, nigga. You not even gonna finish what you start? You gonna quit on the team? I was seeing sources like he was the one low key pushing for this shit.
Like Belichick, older than the dude Mark Sanchez beat up, bro. Like he should have been stopped. It's
over, bro. Come on, man. And I'm not even trying to bring up that other woman, man, but shit ain't been the same since you started dabbling in some shit, man.
That's the same thing Shador said to me.
Hey, did you see the picture? They had a tweet. They had Carucci helping that nigga in some shit. Someone was like, yeah, she gonna be wiping soon. I was just like, you gotta stop, nigga. Y'all gotta stop that. Y'all gotta stop that right now.
I hope that gets better. That's all I'm gonna say about that shit.
Yeah, bro. I hate seeing my ghosts.
I
hate seeing my ghosts in this kind of light.
Back to Bill Belichick, though. I don't think he's getting better. I think it's a wrap for him. I sort of feel bad for all the students who was like, damn, we finna go play with the all-time great coach, and he's gonna lace us up on how the league is and help us get to the league. No, none of that happened. But thank God the transfer portal is immediate, so y'all can go and figure out your life, bro. Because it's not.
I'd be doing that shit
today,
nigga. I would be doing that shit yesterday, last week, 2 weeks ago. When Jordan was on the sideline, that's when I was like, yeah, cool, bro. This is not. This nigga Bill not even in the game. I remember this. This used to be very common. For people that don't know, I used to be a music major. That was actually kind of weird to say out loud, but like whenever there'd be like great all-time like artists that go into like teaching or like private lessons at like colleges, you'd be like, damn, like I used to listen to your music, like you was fire or whatever. But like you could tell, like you just getting a check, like you not really, you just here, but like you not really, you know what I mean? Your heart not in this. Your heart's not in this. Somebody gave you a bag big enough, but like you not really trying to develop students for real. You just got a name. You just got a name. And I used to see that all the time, especially when you start seeing artists fall on hard times, they just start picking up adjunct professor gigs. It's like, oh shit, okay. All right, gang. Them tours not hitting like they used to. I get it. And that's what it seems like for Bill Belichick, bro.
Thing is, though, he didn't even need this job. He was with like Fox or one of them. Like he didn't need to coach again. He just wanted to, or he was probably encouraged by a certain somebody. But let me not get into all that.
Well, that's what happens when you have 25-year-olds making decisions for you.
She's 24.
No, nigga, we've been talking about her for 2 years. She's 25 now. She's about to be 26.
Oh, praise
She's
God.
growing up right before our very own eyes,
Growing
Jax.
up is crazy.
Bro, when we first talked about this, she was 24. Bro, she's 25.
No, she's 24. She's 24.
No, she's not.
I just looked
she's
it up.
24. How long has she been fucking 24?
Since March 5th. Because that's her birthday. She has a Wikipedia page. Why can't I look her up on Wikipedia? What?
So if that means she's 20, so that means she's 24. That means she was like 23 then. She was 23 when they was fucking.
Now, Paulo Torre, he found out. I watched the episode. He said they met when she was 19.
Oh.
Exactly. People don't know that, though. They said they met when she was 19.
I was so soft. Oh, my God. But when Shannon Sharp do it, they blow it up.
It's nasty when they both do it. It's nasty when they both do it.
I'm noticing. I see what's going on here. But nah, that's bad. I knew he was washed when he wore that baby blue blazer to the press conference. Color just looked too close to Tennessee. It just
I knew he was washed when they say he had a 20-year-old girlfriend. I was like, all right, bro, this is not gonna end well. And it hasn't. Who would have seen this coming?
Not me. Please. I just don't want to see. I just don't want to see this woman pregnant, bro. That'll fuck it. Hey, if that happens, I don't give a fuck what you say, Jackson. Andy Reid over Belichick.
Yeah.
Andy Reid over Belichick, nigga. I don't let that shit happen on my watch.
Lord Jesus Christ. I said, man, the NBA. The NBA.
Oh shit.
There's been videos of him dunking. Jason Tatum, he said he wants to come back next season. I don't think he should, but he wants to. I don't think he should, but
I think he should
to.
stop with these fucking cornrows. I think that's what he needs to stop doing. Cornrows have never been a thing for him. I need him to stop that. But as far as dunking, boy, do these niggas recover fast, boy. God damn.
I don't even push it though. Like you know the Celtics not winning this season. Like stop it. So it's just even if you was there, y'all not winning this season. Just don't even push it, bro. Like you have a whole career to finish, bro. I wouldn't push it at all.
That's what happens when you play in the East. When you play in the East, everything feels wide open, especially when you're the Boston Celtics. He sees himself at the 4th or 5th seed. He gonna try to push the comeback. He gonna be like, nah, bro, and don't let Jaylen Brown struggle with a bad handle. It's gonna motivate Jason Tatum even more because then now the crowd can just shut the fuck up about Jaylen Brown is really Jaylen Brown's really the one that all them conversations are gonna stop. I saw that nigga. Granted, everything is preseason. I saw that nigga was handling the ball in preseason. I was just like, yeah, you need to put this ball in Peyton Pritchard's hand or Derek White. Because if I see Jaylen Brown constantly bringing the ball up the court, good things not gonna happen. I can tell good things not gonna happen. But at the end of the day, I can't make a grown man do. I can't force a grown man to not do whatever the fuck he want to do. But if they're at least the 5th seed, he gonna try it. He gonna try that shit. Now, if they play in, I think that's when it'll be like, okay, Jason, take your time.
If they're playing, don't even. Like, well, I'm of the belief don't even try it at all. But especially if they're playing, don't even, no, sir. low-key, it's really no circumstance. Even if they was top 3, I wouldn't come back. Because, like, bro, they're good. Granted, like, his ego would probably make him want to come back, but, like,
Yeah.
the team would be like...
Especially if he's dunking in October.
But the team is probably going to be like, you know what? No, just don't even worry about coming back because you might mess up the chemistry trying to integrate you into the team and blah, blah, blah. So, like, he's not playing.
None of that matters when your head coach is Joe Mazzulla, nigga. I'm so sorry.
I think Joe Mazzulla, he'll be like, no, you're not playing.
No, I think Joe Mazzulla will be like,
no way.
A real fucking psycho. Like, you gonna let these niggas limit you? You not remember how psychopath?
I feel like
how psychotic that nigga is.
I think him being psychotic would make him be like, just take like, please, coach, please let me play. Mazzulla's gonna say something weird and then be like, no, you're not playing. Like, you think, nah, Mazzulla not letting him play. We having this conversation, but he's not playing next season. Or yes, it's still next season. He's not playing next season, so you ain't gotta worry about it for real.
I can see an April appearance. I'm not saying that it's smart. I'm just saying I can see it. I can definitely see it. Especially with this nigga dunking right now, I can see a world where that nigga come back in April.
I don't think so.
He shouldn't. But yes.
But since we in the NBA, it's about that time for, the annual NBA GM survey. So we can see sort of just how stupid or how intelligent some of these GMs are. So let's go ahead and get into it. You can see my screen?
Yeah, I can.
All right, bet. So this survey is just all 30 GMs in the league, and they vote on various things. Goodness. First thing, they said, who will win the 2026 NBA Finals? OKC is a staggering 80%. And
not surprising.
Music to my ears. Very unsurprising, though. They say the Cleveland's going to be first in the East. I can see that. And obviously, OKC will be first in the West if they have them winning. Okay. Who will be the MVP? They got Jokic winning it, then Luka second, Shea third, Wemby seventh. Other receiving votes are Giannis and Donovan Mitchell's not winning it, respectfully. They love Luka,
shit.
Bro. That's all I'm gonna say. They love Luka.
Nigga, I know I'm not tripping, bro. The idea of Luka is better than the version of Luka that we're seeing right now, nigga. Like,
and Luka's great. Luka's great, bro.
And Luka's really good.
They be
but my nigga
shouldn't be in just yet.
Hey man, look, it's probably because they feel like Luka was supposed to win an MVP. Like they've been trying to get Luka to win a fucking MVP for like the past 3 to 4 years, and it just hasn't happened. He's just always been dark horse, or he just hasn't played enough games for it to matter. This slim Luka is supposed to be like this 10%, I'm assuming. But if that's the case, then fucking throw Zion on here at that point. On slim shit. Fuck out of here.
I'm surprised Jokic. I don't think Jokic
put Shea over that nigga.
I feel like the NBA is tired of Jokic winning MVP. I don't think he's gonna get another one. Even though he's gonna have the stats, I just don't think they want to give it to him no more.
If they give that nigga a 4th MVP, oh my god, they might.
Exactly. They don't want to have those conversations.
I mean, they already having conversations because the nigga got 3.
Exactly. So I'm like, they don't want to give him a 4th, bro.
They're really praying Giannis does some incredible shit. It's pretty much what they're probably hoping for.
All right, next.
Or Wemby.
They say if you're starting a franchise today and could sign any player, who would it be? Wemby is number 1 with 83%. Then Shea and then Jokic. The Wemby one sort of makes sense because.
Thank God. I am so glad they didn't put that nigga's name on there. Oh my God. I'm so glad. I was prepared for that nigga to be on here. But yeah, Wemby makes a whole bunch of sense. Like,
And you seen he got taller too. He's 7'5" now, apparently.
Yeah, there is a noticeable difference. Like, they not even bullshitting. Like, I saw the pictures and everything. I'm like, damn, this is kind of scary. This nigga got a little muscle on him.
Bro, it might be raps for that
Team is ass.
All right, which player forces opposing coaches to make the most adjustments? Jokic number 1, Giannis 2, Steph 3. Luka's still there, of course, and then Shea. But
yeah, that makes sense.
Now, which player is most likely to have a breakout season 2025, 2026? Man Thompson's number 1 vote getter, then Brandon Miller, Sar Thompson, B, and Franz Wagner. I feel like
type shit, bro.
Has Wemby not already broken out?
Wemby already broke out, in my opinion, but I feel like
he can be better.
If they're talking about, I mean,
broke out.
breakout for him would probably be like, like he's in MVP conversations,
Fair
like
enough.
he's legit, like gonna be in a real candidate. Then yeah, for sure, there's a chance that can happen, especially the off season that niggas had.
Mm-hmm.
I could see that, but man, look, Amen Thompson, niggas don't know. They sleep. They don't know. Look, that nigga finna have a breakout year.
What if he don't and his
Finna be
brother
top.
does? That'd be funny.
That'd be crazy, but it wouldn't be out of the ordinary either. Because I feel like people sleep on his brother a lot more,
You see-
and they're so like I know they're twins, but like them niggas are similar. Like I don't know why these niggas make it like such a huge gap.
You see Jalen Green getting votes.
But I mean, I've also seen the Stephon Castle give votes and Alex Sarr give votes. So like none of that also receiving votes means anything to me.
Right.
None of that shit. The Jabari Smith is on there. Respect to him.
Let's go.
Yeah, there's a lot of Rockets players on there. What the fuck?
Let's go.
I just realized that.
Let's go with these next two. Who's the best point guard and who's the best shooting guard? For point guard, they got Shea first, then Luka, then Steph, then
Man, get this shit out of here.
Halliburton. I guess Halliburton's hurt this season,
nigga,
so I wouldn't have him there.
I disagree with this.
Then best shooting guard, they got Ant, Donovan Mitchell. Luka's tied for third, Shea's tied, and then Steph.
I disagree with this shit, bro. Why are we interchanging these niggas? Luka was never. I've never said Luka's a really good shooting.
Yeah,
guard.
Luka's not a shooting guard.
He don't even shoot the three. He don't even shoot the three ball good enough for me to feel like this. Anyway, Steph Curry is a point guard. So stop bringing this nigga as a shooting guard. I don't care.
Yeah, like Luka's never been a shooting guard. But then I remember in some of these they put Luka as a small forward. Like last year they had him listed as small forward. So like
they got this man. Fuck it. Fuck all that. And on top of that, where the fuck? Because when y'all do shit like this is when y'all start disrespecting Devin Booker, bro. Devin Booker's supposed to be in this fucking list somewhere on this fucking list as a shooting guard. He's still a top 5 shooting guard. I don't care what y'all talking about because half of these niggas not even fucking shooting guards.
now, see, like I said, who's the best small forward in the NBA?
What are you talking about?
And then
You
Jason
can't be
Tatum,
on 3 different things, nigga. Nah.
It was like this last year, bro. I remember.
Dick eating is crazy.
KD at 3, LeBron and Kawhi at 4.
Jason Tatum's not even playing this year.
It'd be like that. But who's the best power forward in the NBA? Giannis number 1 overwhelmingly, and then Evan Mobley.
I don't know why I thought Evan Mobley was a center. I don't know why I thought that, but I forgot
Jared
that
Allen's still there.
Yeah, I'm tripping. Yeah. The
power forward is the best center.
It's only like 2 niggas.
Yeah. They got Jokic as the best center at 97%, and then Wemby got the remaining 3%. So I guess one person voted for Wemby.
Yeah, that makes sense. Yeah, probably somebody close to Texas. Yeah, that makes sense.
I don't care about that. Offseason moves. Which team made the best overall move this offseason? Hawks, Rockets, Denver, Magic, and Celtics. The Hawks had a good offseason, I remember.
They did.
Yeah.
I agree.
And then which player had acquisition make the biggest impact? KD's number 1. I could obviously see why that's a thing. Underrated player acquisition, Desmond Bane, number 1. He went to Orlando. Then they got Cam Johnson and Porzingis. I think I have the Porzingis one as number 1. Like, because if he finally got over that, whatever he had, he might be with the Hawks.
Yeah, we'll see. We'll see. Like I said, I don't want to judge everything off of preseason, but that nigga didn't look that great preseason. But I mean, like I said, I don't want to overhype it.
Yeah.
But every day I remind myself that Luke Cornett said it. So oh hell no.
All right, which team would be the most improved? And we'll go to the next two. Which team would be the most improved? And what's the most surprising move of the offseason? So most improved, Magic number 1. Then Hawks, Spurs, Sixers, Pelicans.
That's so Mickey. I only call it Mickey because they underachieved last season because of injuries. It's not like they're gonna have a better record just them just being healthy because they weren't supposed to be that. They weren't supposed to be the 8th seed last season.
They answered the question. They answered the question. So.
No, I'm saying that, like I said, that's why I said it's Mickey. Like they're better than the 8th seed, so they were gonna naturally improve anyway. So I get it. Like I will put more respect on people saying the Spurs are gonna take a big leap or whatever, and gonna be the most improved. Even though I don't think they're gonna do nothing crazy this season with the acquisitions that they have, like that makes more sense. Philadelphia's I wouldn't say Philadelphia's Mickey either. I wouldn't say Philadelphia's Mickey because that nigga Paul George played fucking horrible last year. But They lost Jared McCain. They lost fucking Joel Embiid last year. A lot of this shit is injury based, so I get it.
I don't think Philly's gonna be good this season. I don't know why they're on the list. But the most
No, I just think, I get it.
The most surprising move of the offseason said Milwaukee waiving Damian Lillard is the number one most surprising thing. Miles Turner in Milwaukee is the second.
What the fuck they mean by stretching? Like
stretching his
stretching out
contract.
his contract?
Yeah.
Okay.
Which low-key I get it, because that means when they stretch the contract, they got to pay him out over like the next, I forget how many years. So that is in the Milwaukee already don't have money or picks. So not that is surprising.
Niggas still paying head coaches. Shit.
Yeah, all right. Rookies and international players. Who will win the Rookie of the Year? Cooper Flagg is number one with 97%. VJ Edgecombe is second with only 3%. So one person voted for him. Which rookie will be the best in 5 years? Cooper Flagg, number one. Other people receiving votes are Edgecombe and Dylan Harper.
I'm not gonna lie, they snubbing, and I understand. Not popular right now. Niggas are snubbing the fuck out of Ace Bailey. Ace Bailey gonna be nice, bro. Gonna be nice. He gonna be in these conversations. I think he might be in Rookie of the Year conversation because he has no comp on his team that's gonna keep him from like not being on the floor or whatever. Like he gonna be able to get points in fucking Utah. Now I understand.
Probably gonna be like empty calorie points, but then again,
I mean it's fucking Rookie of the Year.
Exactly.
I mean I don't think winning matters in this matter. And on top of that, people are kind of downplaying the fact that Cooper Flagg is in a situation where he's gonna be playing with good people. And unlike Jason Tatum, I do expect Kyrie Irving to come back at some point this season. No, like that. He got injured in February. He's gonna be back.
Okay, I thought he got injured later in the season. Never mind. But
Nah,
5 years ago, James Wiseman was the number one pick for this entry. How the times have changed.
Lord.
Which rookie?
I didn't agree with that back then, though.
Which rookie would be the biggest steal? Hesperas Jakusionis. I know if I didn't say that right, but I don't care.
It got to be.
I mean, shoot, I guess maybe. I don't know.
I think it's gonna be Ace Bailey, bro. I think Ace Bailey's gonna be that nice.
Everything
that they
drafted mad high still. It was like 6th overall. That's not a steal.
It definitely was a steal if he was projected like top 3. If he was considered like a top 2, top 3 pick, and he ends up like outperforming niggas.
He was considered like he started the year like the college year the top 3 pick, and then people started talking about him during draft time around like that 4, 5, 6 range. I feel like I don't think that was a steal. I think I drafted where he should have been. I don't consider that a steal.
No, I think Philly should have drafted that nigga. I ain't gonna lie.
But who's the best international player in the NBA? Obviously, it's Jokic, so you ain't got to talk about that. Who's the best international player not in the NBA? I don't know none of these people.
I don't give a fuck.
All right, defense. Who's the best defensive player in the NBA, and who's the best perimeter defender? We got Wemby at number one as the best defender with 80%. And then the best perimeter defender, they got Dyson Daniels at number one, which makes sense. He had like 3 steals a game.
Yeah, bro. That nigga was doing some record shit.
I still think he should have won Defensive Player of the Year, but
yeah. I agree with that.
They got Wemby as the best interior defender in the NBA, and they got Amen Thompson as the most versatile defender in the NBA. Thompson getting a lot of love, and I get it. Oh, Tari Eason on the list as well.
Thank God. I'm like, nigga, Tari was getting them steals just like Dyson Daniels. He just didn't play enough, and he didn't start. I was just like, that nigga was averaging like 2 steals a game, low key.
Now, who's the best defensive team in the NBA? I feel like that makes sense.
Why the fuck is Houston so fucking low?
Because they voted for themselves.
That's crazy.
But who they got?
I put my defense over anybody not OKC. Like OKC, y'all can have it. I don't give a fuck. After OKC, I take my defense over any nigga in the fucking league. I don't care.
My defense is crazy. But coaches, they have Eric Spoelstra as the best coach in the NBA, Mark Daigneault second, and then Tyronn Lue third. I'm not mad at none of these, to be honest.
I'm surprised fucking Cleveland coach didn't get any love.
I feel like because Cleveland, like, people feel
here.
like they underachieve a lot. Like they have like these good regular season, and then in the postseason they just are nothing for real. So I feel like that's why people don't really care.
Okay.
Let's see. Which active player would be the best head coach someday? They got Chris Paul number 1, Mike Conley 2, TJ McConnell 3. They just got TJ because he's white. I don't think Chris Paul. I feel like Chris Paul would be a terrible head coach because everybody hates Chris Paul.
He's not a people's person. He's not a player's coach.
Yeah. All right. Let's see. Is there any other important one? Which team has most promising in core? That's OKC. The player most athletic, Amen Thompson, and best pure shooter. They got Steph. Fastest is De'Aaron Fox. Do I agree with that? I think Thompson might be faster.
With the ball, though?
Okay, fair. You're right.
With the ball, yeah. Because De'Aaron Fox has a better handle.
A versatile player. They have Giannis and Wemby is tied for one, I guess, question mark? What is versatile?
Evan Mobley that versatile for real?
Yeah, I'm like, what is versatile?
Like, he's
mean?
that versatile? Yeah, what the fuck does that mean?
Yeah, it's very...
They got bored. They got bored. They got bored with that question.
Which player you want taking a shot with the game on the line? Steph, number 1. KD, 2. Halliburton, 3.
Thank God.
Lucas.
You know what? They need to put Tyrese up a little bit more, nigga. I ain't gonna lie.
Tyrese might be one, bro.
That shit was crazy. Nigga, every round that nigga did a gamer.
Yeah,
He gamed that bitch every round, bro. Yeah, I'm sorry, bro. That nigga Tyrese put more fear about her than that nigga Steph. Respectful.
Because the Tyrese you knew it was go. Oh my gosh, you knew it was every single time, bro.
He was gonna score some bullshit too. It's like, god damn, it's not supposed to go in.
Bro, he was putting fear in hearts, bro. Like Tyrese Halliburton was putting fear in hearts, bro. I'm just thinking about that still. Like you knew it was going in every single time, bro.
Magnet ball, nigga.
Jeez, man.
Shit, bro.
I hate it when I hate he lost, or I hate ending with the injury, but like I'm glad OKC won because boy, I was scared.
Boy, them niggas.
Because game 7,
niggas not have no answer. Boy, he was hooping.
He was hooping, bro. Gosh.
Hooping his ass off.
I did not want to see him in that game 7. It sucks he went out with the injury, but like I was just like, jeez.
And he went out with that motherfucker early too.
Cause he was cooking. Oh my gosh, he was finna get hot, bro. It's crazy.
Yeah, man. Shout out to the doc. It drops next week.
OKC escape, man. It's crazy. But what rule do you think should change? Everybody's complaining about the apron rules. That's funny. They want the draft schedule back to 1 day. I agree because nobody.
I fucking agree.
2-day draft. Game flow, fast review, no live ball timeouts, hockey style subs. I don't know what that means. I don't watch hockey enough.
Hockey style means like you don't have to wait for a dead ball to
you just throw them in there.
Sub your player out.
like in the middle of a fast break, you just come off the bench and hit it after you.
No, not like. I forgot exactly what it is, but it's more on that line.
Okay.
I can't explain it the best, but that is crazy. Fast break and you just switch out Wemby,
bro,
for another nigga. It's crazy. He said, "Yo, get out of bounds," and they just throw a nigga that's just prepared at the scorer's table. That sounds very chaotic. Low key fun. They should do that. They should do some shit like that, like on some like one of them other leagues should do that, so I can see how it will like play out.
No,
like
bro.
Unrivaled for men, or like the Big Three or something. Like I just want to see what that looks like. I'm not taking that shit serious, but that sounds funny as fuck.
All right, other playoff format. They want seeded 1 through 16. Top seeds choose opponents. Change the play-in. Top seeds choosing opponents feels crazy, but like I want to see that for like a year just to see what they do.
I would like to see that because pointing out and you getting the first pick on your opponent and you pick your opponent and you lose that bitch sounds so fucking embarrassing. And I would because I know niggas would have picked Indiana. I know last year niggas would have been like, I want Indiana. And then after about 2 rounds of that shit, niggas would chill.
I don't want Indiana no more.
Like, yeah, they keep picking us. All right, bitch ass nigga. Okay. Yeah, that'd be fun.
They don't want drafting in the top 6 in 3 straight years because you shouldn't reward losing. Low-key, I get that.
I'm not mad at that either. Actually.
Higher penalties for cap circumvention. Somebody wants Steve Ballmer nailed to the cross.
Hey, niggas been listening to Pablo Torre for real. They really liked it on the pod. This is what he did. All right, 7%.
Fewer back-to-backs and no home to road back-to-back games. I guess I get that.
Yeah, home road back-to-backs. That sounds taxing.
But yeah, my biggest thing, they need to train they changed the draft schedule because, like I said,
Yeah, that 2 day shit is dumb.
or they
I
said,
didn't know it was like
or
a
rather, some
continuous
people
thing.
want 1 day, some people only want the lottery on day one. Just make it 1 day. That's stupid. And someone, I think, after having the draft after free agency, I think that could be interesting.
Having a draft after free agency, that'll put a lot of niggas on halt though.
What you mean?
I feel like that might put some niggas like on halt because it's like, okay, we don't know who we gonna draft. Like, yeah, like of course, like the important people would get signed to free agency, but like these like middle of the pack signings, they won't get instantly signed. Like your Malik Beasley just not gonna get the crazy 40 mil off rip because what if somebody in the draft falls that we like better, and then we end up drafting him, and it's like, okay, well,
No, I feel like that wouldn't
really
happen
need
in
Malik
free
Beasley?
agency, or if they have to draft after free agency. I feel like it'd be the opposite.
Oh, okay. The way I was explaining it. Oh shit, I was explaining how it's already done. My fault.
Yeah, I was like,
That's me. Yeah.
yeah, it'd be the opposite. So I think it'd be better to be after free agency.
Yeah. Actually, I like that idea.
But I think it's time for some picks, Greg.
You know, it's our favorite time. If I can find the damn button. Why you niggas just don't want to cooperate with me? Here you go. It is that time. After multiple attempts, the record is still not there yet. We'll let y'all know. But we've been on a roll, except for yesterday when the Giants beat the Eagles. Mollywopped them niggas actually. With Cam Scatterbo giving you 3 TDs. Niggas don't want to talk about that. It's all right.
It's me. I'm niggas.
Yeah. It's fine. Yeah, I look at Jackson Dart and I look at Cam Scatterbo, these rookies.
They're both gonna have like crazy 5-year careers.
I mean, I'm glad you're on the train of he's gonna have a crazy 5-year career and it's just gonna stop abruptly. Because that's where I was at. He's gonna have a good 4-year career.
I didn't say good, I said crazy.
Oh, well.
Crazy.
The way that nigga trucked the shit up, the way that nigga trucked that Eagles defender, he's gonna be in the league for a little bit. All right. Let's go Sunday Night Football. Lions versus Chiefs. Damn, my 2-3 Chiefs. I didn't know this. I didn't know the record was that bad. My fault.
I think the Chiefs got it.
I think Detroit got it, man. Mainly because I don't have a choice. David Montgomery, lock the fuck in. Lock the fuck in for me. It's getting spooky in my fantasy right now. Lock in. Lock in. We have, unfortunately, 2 Monday Night
Why
Football
they keep doing
games.
this?
Because
it wasn't like this last year. It's been like every other week.
It was like this last year. Unfortunately, it was.
Stop, what the fuck?
They need to stop. They need to stop.
I'm so confused.
First game, Bills versus Falcons.
I want to see the Falcons win because the Bills defense really isn't that good, and everybody can run all over them. But I think I'm gonna still take the Bills, but I wouldn't be surprised if the Falcons pull something off.
I'm taking the Falcons because it just seems like the worser team wins on prime time. It just, and whoever's supposed to lose ends up winning. And I'm tired of being on the opposite side. Let's go ahead, Falcons. Next, Bears versus Commanders, the rematch from last year's Hail Mary throw.
That was them. How about that?
So, yeah, I think that was in DC. I think that was in DC.
Nah, wait.
It felt like a bunch of red.
Maybe it might have been DC because that the defender dude, he was talking to the fans, so it's probably
he was talking crazy to the fans. Yeah, it was in DC.
Okay, yeah. But
and it's in DC again.
I'll go Commanders.
I think the Bears get their comeback. I think they get their lick back. Roma Dunze, lock in for me, lock in for me, twin. Mainly because they've been kind of sneakily, getting their shit together a little bit. They 2-2. They've been getting their shit together. They've been all right. Offense they didn't bounce back since that Cowboys game, and I don't believe in them, but I think I can believe in them for Monday Night Football game. Jax, what's your lock? What's your lock for the week?
For the week, give me the Packers over the Bengals. Yeah, I'll take that one.
Packers over the Bengals.
This is what Joe Flacco first game as a Bengal quarterback. He don't want to be there for real.
Hey man, I'm just here to let y'all know. Flacco done beat these niggas once already. It'd be kind of crazy if this nigga beat them niggas again. That'd be kind of crazy if if y'all niggas come out there and allow Joe Flacco to beat y'all niggas twice.
They just can't.
I'm calling you frauds. If you get beat by Joe Flacco twice, you are frauds. Okay? I don't give a fuck. My lock of the week. I don't give a fuck that they got the same record. Buccaneers over 49ers. I don't care that they're both 4-4. I mean 4-1. He on a fucking roll. Egg Buka, that nigga's nice.
Yeah, nah.
God. I was unfamiliar with your game.
Ohio State,
very unfamiliar.
University. Cause good lord.
God damn. Yeah, Jax, what's your upset of the week?
I know they're 0-5.
Oh.
But I got the Jets beating the Broncos. I just want Aaron Glenn to get a win, bro, because I don't think he's a bad coach. I just think he got dealt I think it's just the Jets, bro. I want him to get a win. Bro. I don't want them to be like, oh, you suck as a coach, fire you, bam, you never get another opportunity. I think Aaron Glenn's good. I would like to see him get a win. So I'm gonna go with the Jets.
I'm gonna go Seahawks over Jaguars. Go Seahawks. I think Sam Darnold's been hooping.
Yeah, he has.
I think niggas should have thought twice, letting that nigga go from Minnesota. But yeah, I'll go ahead and do that, and we'll see how this shit pans out, man. But without further ado, I think it is about that time for hot takes of the week. Jax, what's your hot take?
See, this is not really a hot take, more of a hot observation, to be completely honest. But we all know it. Something's different, bro. Hand sanitizer hasn't been the same since the pandemic. I don't know. I don't know what they did to it. It feels different. It smells different. Hand sanitizer has not been the same since the pandemic. I don't know what it still says it takes care of 99% of germs and blah blah blah. I feel like it's a different 99 than it used to be. It doesn't really make hands it. It smells different. It feels different. I don't feel as clean using hand sanitizer anymore. Cause I got hand sanitizer. I use it after I get gas and everything. I put the gas handle or whatever it's called back, and then I put hand sanitizer on. It feels different, bro. Hand sanitizer has not been the same since the pandemic. That Germex from 2015 when he was in high school or whatever, or 2000 or even before that, that was the real stuff. It's not the same no.
Yeah, they probably diluted it because too many niggas was trying to get high off the shit. Niggas was sniffing the fuck out the shit like some dumbasses. Yeah, I remember that time. Niggas used to do weird shit. Yeah, I'm trying to remember the last time I had Germex though.
People used to sniff glue and markers and stuff. I was like, y'all are weird, bro. That was never.
These are the niggas that we are competing for jobs with, mind you. This is what we're competing with in the job market. And we're not, and they're picking them. they are gainfully employed. Some of these niggas are part of the HR department and are choosing. They have a choice in who's going to get hired. This is crazy.
That's probably what Mark Sanchez is doing, honestly.
Yeah, it wouldn't surprise me. He seems like somebody like that. He seems like that. I agree. I just don't remember the last time I used Germex specifically. I just assumed that things weren't feeling the same because it was just I haven't had that Germex in a minute. I got this all these other hand sanitizers, but I just don't be going on my way to get the Germex. Maybe that was the issue. But then you talked about Germex back then. It's not Germex now. I was like, well, damn.
It's not the same.
Might be onto something.
It's different, bro. I don't know what they did to it. I don't know what they did to it. This RFK is him. It has to be, actually, now that I think about it.
Damn. Think RFK really? Damn. You might be onto something. You might be cooking.
It said Tylenol gives you autism. I was like, brother.
Oh, what a dumbass.
We're surrounded by idiots.
Oh, man, that's such a stressful thing to do. All right. My hot take is that whenever people talk about Baker Mayfield, OBJ is one of the main reasons why Baker Mayfield is no longer a Cleveland Brown today. Now, I understand that a lot of y'all are going to go back to that 2021 year where that nigga had a fucking torn labrum and say that the nigga was playing ass and that this, that, and the third. Obviously, y'all don't know what the fuck y'all talking about because y'all haven't got the quarterback position right since that nigga left and before that nigga arrived. So I really want y'all to stop caping for that shitty-ass franchise. That being said, I remember what I was watching Hard Knocks when Hugh Jackson was there and Tyrod Taylor was there, nigga. I was there watching this shit. I was watching Jarvis Landry. I was watching Njoku. I was watching rookie year Nick Chubb. I'm not a fucking fan. I was just fucking with football. So when I tell you that people were surprised that Baker Mayfield went number 1 overall and then he still ended up having a really decent rookie year and niggas said, okay, like this was a good draft pick. It wasn't until OBJ got into that fucking building when shit started to go left. Because that nigga Baker was going through the same situations that some young quarterbacks go through, where they start force-feeding the ball to the star player. That nigga was really nice before OBJ. He was spreading the ball around. Jarvis wasn't like all wide receivers are divas, but Jarvis wasn't no nigga that was just out here just give you AJ Brown rants if he wasn't getting his fucking targets. He was able to give it to Njoku, Jarvis. I forgot the other nigga that they had. They had one more guy there.
Yeah.
He was able to just play free. And you had Nick Chubb in the background before he was even really Nick Chubb for real. And they thought OBJ was going to be the one over the top. And it's not that OBJ was forcing it to happen, but being a young Baker Mayfield, he was forcing it. And that's when he started getting picked off. That's when you start seeing these interceptions in fucking crease. This is one of the rare situations where the star wide receiver didn't elevate the quarterback at that time. Normally, how your Stephon Diggs elevates Josh Allen. It wasn't until the Amari Cooper happened for Dak until he stalled the turnaround in his passing game. It went the exact opposite for OBJ and Baker Mayfield. And to make matters where OBJ's father got the fucking yapping afterwards.
That's what I feel. That's what I'm like. I don't agree with your hot take. I was like, it wasn't OBJ. It was OBJ's dad when he made that YouTube cut of Baker missing all the
No. Like, I get it, but I'm saying I feel like the poor performance of football by Baker Mayfield, people don't talk about it. I feel like because I'm looking at this nigga force feed, I'm like, yo, you do not have to force feed this nigga when Jarvis is giving you perfectly good slants, nigga. And when Njoku is just going down the field. And this is OBJ post like New York. So like that nigga he was still OBJ. He was still that nigga. He didn't have any major injuries yet. So it was a combination of OBJ's camp, OBJ's father. But if he wouldn't have never just force fed it, I don't even think his father would have gotten to the mix because he would just be playing a lot better football. That's just my opinion. So I think implementing star players in Cleveland, trying to go get quote unquote star players to play for the Cleveland Browns just doesn't work. It does not work for you. You just have to develop your talent and just hope that your homegrown talent turns into superstars.
Yeah, I feel like
that's how you got to do it.
I feel like that's the bigger hot take.
It's your Myles Garrett. It's
Joe Thomas, Hall of Fame tackle.
Joe Thomas. Look, Baker Mayfield's not like Hall of Fame level, but like that nigga was able to survive the bullshit y'all have going on. But bringing in talent doesn't work. Deshaun Watson, Amari Cooper, OBJ, Denzel Ward when you drafted him, like Nick Chubb when you drafted him, like they ended up being really solid people for you. But it's just something about that. It's something about trying to go get. Don't you dare. If a good nigga, if a superstar asks for a trade, Cleveland put the phone down.
So that Browns jersey is really worse than the Titans jersey. He put on the Browns jersey.
You might be on to something, but I'm not ready to say it yet. That's crazy though. Yeah, man, you might be on to something.
I feel like the Browns jersey is worse just because as a franchise, the Browns have been much worse than the Titans. I feel like.
Very true. Very true. Very true.
And they got ugly colors, bro. Brown and orange suck. That's a color for a football team.
Brown and orange is just such a.
It looks like
crazy
poop.
concept.
It literally looks like crap. Like looks like literal crap as a team.
Niggas be proud to be a Cleveland Brown.
No, that's why nobody wants to go there.
You can't even put a good fit on with this unless you a bad bitch. Anything works, honestly. Nah, let me take that back. I lied. It was cooking that one black girl on Twitter. They started putting more clothes on that woman. I remember that.
Because the fit was low key crazy. Like
Shit, that fit was ass.
Like she's pretty, but she looked insane, bro. Like,
no, face card never declines, all that stuff. Yeah, whoop-de-woo.
But she looked insane, bro.
He said this is the first time we told a bad bitch, "Oh, put a shirt on. Put a shirt on, nigga." Oh, that's a crazy concept.
Oh man.
Telling a bad bitch to put a shirt on is crazy. We need to start doing that more. Shout out to Calabria.
Bro, you need to catch up on the Love is Blind episodes. I have thoughts.
I'm going to turn it on as soon as we get off this pod. I don't even worry about it. It's I have it loaded up. Like it's going to be watched. But any last words, Jax?
Go outside, go touch some grass. Next week, tap into our YouTube because we're only putting out something on YouTube next week. YouTube exclusive next week.
Absolutely.
So don't check your phone for like the podcast app or whatever you use. Go to YouTube. That's where it's gonna be next week. So we're not gonna miss an episode because y'all be thinking, oh, they missed a week. No, we didn't miss a week. It's just gonna be on YouTube.
We sure did.
Yeah, it's just gonna be on YouTube.
I'm saying shit. Just for that, I'm gonna post another one. You gonna get two. You gonna get two shits. You know what I mean? You'll get two drops from me.
So tap into YouTube next week.
Yeah, man. Tap into the YouTube side, man. We don't never miss a week. We don't never miss a week. Don't do that. Don't start no rumors now. All right. And with that being said, we'll catch y'all next week. I have nothing positive or negative to say to y'all. It is what it is. We'll catch y'all next week.